Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Time for another episode. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Team Big Play. So, we got another video for you today. It's a tutorial video. Wanted to keep this section kind of going. Last one was links. So, what we got for you today is how to speed duel. Now, speed dueling is a new type of dueling Konami just introduced. Basically, easiest to compare it to is Duel Links if you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. But instead of having 5 monster zones, let me grab my mat real quick so I can kind of show you how this works. So, see these 2 monster zones right here, the one here and the one here. Those are gone. These two, this one, they don't exist anymore. So there's only 3 monster zones. So instead your field kind of looks more like this. Except another thing too, at least for right now, is that there are no fusion, synchros, XZ, or, well, there's no synchro, XZ, or pendulum, or links. So your field looks like this. And as well as they added the new mechanic known as skill cards. So if you're familiar with Duel Links, you know that once a certain condition is reached, you activate your skill card. Like I said, we'll get more into that later in the video. But yeah, so speed dueling, everybody. Konami just released this, I think, over the weekend. So now there's 6 decks that are out. Joey, Yugi, Kaiba, Maximilian Pegasus, and Mai. I don't know why. I thought of her as the Amazonas chick for a second. Is there one more deck? Joey, Yugi, Kaiba, Mai, Pegasus. There's one more deck. I don't know what it is. Let's throw a picture up here real quick. So, because I don't know what they are. So, yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, before we begin, I want to give a big shout outs to my bud Corey over from Team Sodor. Honorary Team Big Plays member, obviously, as every member of Team Sodor is. Yeah, he lent me the deck, so thank you. He ended up getting the deck from the Side Deck Cafe, so if you want to get some for yourself, you know, hop by there on their website. You can order them online, or if you're happening to be in South Carolina, you can go to their address and, you know, pick one up in person. It's a really cool place to check out. Hashtag not sponsored, but totally not turning that option down. So, before we begin, the most important thing out of speed duels for TCG players that want to play, what would you even call it, the SCG speed card game, I don't know, is, see, can you pick it up? You see that? You see what I'm looking at right here? If you can kind of pick that up a bit, let me see. There we go. It says Speed Duel. These cards are the only cards you can use for speed duels. Cards that say Speed Duel on them, right here. You can kind of feel the texture. I don't know if you can see it barely. There we go. Speed Duel. These are the only cards that you can use in a speed duel. They have to say it. They have to say Speed Duel. There's just no other. You can't use TCG cards. You can't use OCG cards. Why? Because, well, a lot of those, similar to Duel Links, probably aren't going to be released for speed duels. Kind of keep it a bit more simple and, you know, a bit more fair. Not to say that, you know, pendulums won't come in one day, or synchros, or links, or XZs, but as of now, they're not. However, I think you can use speed duel cards in normal TCG and OCG, maybe. Don't quote me on that. Not 100% sure. This is relatively new, and I haven't been able to find too much on it. But yeah, so obviously, you know, there's special cards, as well as, you may notice, deck size significantly smaller, extra deck size, small, skill cards Nothing really too special. Just, you know, deck box, I guess, smaller. It's nice because they can fit in your pocket. As well as, yeah, so the zones have changed up a bit. Pendulum zones. Pendulums don't exist in the game, so they're not there. Extra monster zones, they're covered up. Why? Because they no longer exist in this game. Yeah, it's a very simplified game state. I think it's going to remain like dueling. So, and it cuts your zones down to 3. So you only have 3 spell zones and 3 monster zones. So, gone, 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 and gone. Alright, so, as you can see, you got 3, you still have your deck, your graveyard, your extra deck, and your field spell zone, because there are field spells in here. So, kind of debating what I want to go over next. I guess I should mention the side deck. I don't know if you can have a side deck in Speed Duels. I think you can. I'm pretty sure Duel Links has a side deck. Maybe. If they don't, this probably doesn't. Like I said, it hasn't been around too long. And I haven't seen too much information on it. But, as of now, your deck can only consist of 20 cards minimum, 30 cards maximum, extra deck, 0 cards minimum, you don't have to have an extra deck, or 5 cards maximum. Then you have your skill cards. So, I guess I'll explain skill cards. It comes with 3 skill cards. For every duel, you can pick one. I'm pretty sure it can be the same skill card. So like, let's say I pick this one, Palaminization. I can use this one through all 3 of my duels, and I can change them out, kind of like a side deck. So, what these do is once you meet the summoning, or not summoning, they're not monsters. Once you meet the requirements for the effects, you can activate them. So let's set this up. Palaminization, right? So, actually, this is a good... Okay, so I'm going to explain those. First, we're going to kind of go through, like, the whole phases thing. So, unlike a Master Duel, which is what you would call, like, a normal 5 monster zone, 5 spell trap zone, with extra monster zones, that's... what do you call that now? You have, your 3 zones, and you don't have a main phase 2, as well as you don't draw the same number of cards as you used to. A lot like Duel Links. If there's anything I can recommend to learn this, is Duel Links. So you start out 4 cards. Obviously, your opponent, rock, paper, scissors, flip a coin, roll a dice, see who goes first. So, it goes, start of your turn, draw, standby, main, and then, you have your cards. So you have your 1 normal summon that you get. That's pretty simple. You have your 1 normal summon. So let's just set this board up. Normal summon Baby Dragon, activate the field spell Mountain, battle phase. So, let's say I was going second, right? My opponents have nothing on the board. Attack them directly. That's the end of your turn. After that, once you're done with your battle phase, there is no main phase 2. There is still an end phase. It goes, standby, main, battle, end. Main phase 2 is completely cut out, because the whole point of this too is it's a speed duel to, kind of keep time down, to keep them moving a bit quicker. So, let's see. So, turn passes, I draw, Fusion Gate. Perfect. Alright, so we replace Mountain with Fusion Gate. Now, let's take my skill. So, this is the skill I chose at the beginning. So to say, it wasn't there. You would set your skill card here. Or, here. I haven't seen, like, a specific zone. When I seen it in the Konami video, it was kind of off to the side here. I'd imagine you can, like, put it under your deck, wherever, so long as it's not, like, in the way. So once you meet the requirements for a skill card, you get to activate them. So we have our Joey Wheeler skill right here. And let's say we want to use Fusion Gate, right? Activate Palamization, because you can meet its requirements. These are not quick plays, by the way. These just are when it meets the requirements. So, during your turn, that's a requirement, you may reveal one normal monster in your hand. This turn, that monster can substitute for any one fusion material. If you do, the other fusion material must be the correct ones. This skill can only be used once per duel. So, if it didn't say once per duel, you could do this every turn. There is no limit to how many times you can use your skill card unless it specifically says. So, for example, let's say, bam, right here. Great. You activate, it says at the start of your turn, call 2 numbers, roll a 6-sided die. If you roll a number you called, your life points do not get lower than 1 until the end of your opponent's next turn. The skill can only be used once per duel. Dang, keep saying once per duel. That's the hard part. But if they don't say once per duel, you can use it when there's something required. So, like, let's pretend this didn't. This didn't say that, right? At the start of your turn. Cool. Hits the start of my turn. Activate Grid. Next turn passes. It goes to my turn again. Grid. Like I said, it's similar to a spell, so to say, except you can use it at will. And it doesn't go to your graveyard. So Palamization, obviously its effect goes off. Reveal Masaki, change that to Alligator Sword when I go to Fusion Summon it. So activate Fusion Gate, banish these. It doesn't really matter. I guess put it right there. Or actually, you can kind of put those there now, I guess, huh? Because there is no zone. Bam, Alligator Sword Dragon. So, and then, I would proceed to attack and phase. That's it. Let me see. Is there really more to explain? I don't think there's more to explain than that. They're honestly very simple duels, and I like it. I think it's a progressive step forward for Konami. Is it going to get competitive? Yeah. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course it's going to get competitive. If it has the potential to, it's going to be competitive. But I think it's a progressive step forward. If Konami wants the game to expand and keep it going for a certain amount of time, of course, I don't know what they're going to do about, like, the next generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever comes after Link's. But if they want to keep it moving forward, they need to make it easier for people to learn, pick up, and seem, a bit more user-friendly in advertising. And I think this does a perfect job of it. There's not as complicated. There's fusions only so far. I can see rituals coming in. I don't know about the other stuff, though. I don't know. It just promotes that game state. I know Konami right now is working on a virtual reality type game for Yu-Gi-Oh! So hopefully, it hits that Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains type era where, we get to go into the Vrains, or, like, compare it to the Oasis if you've ever seen Ready Player One, except for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because then Link monsters would come in. I don't know. I'm really stoked. I can see a lot of potential here. It's really easy to pick up. That's it for today, guys. If you liked the video, hit like, subscribe, notification bell, all that good shit, boy. And that's going to be it. Thanks for everybody who's supporting the channel. I just started up a Twitter. Go check that out. Instagram at phantasm_0W0. So, yeah, I do want to say thanks to everybody. This channel does mean a lot to me, and I do work pretty hard at it, honestly, compared to other things. So I want to keep doing this because I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love sharing that with other people that love Yu-Gi-Oh! I think that's just, how hobbies work. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. Team Big Play signing off.